Nitpicking and moving the goalposts.
Oh yeah.
The difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism is the presence of personal attack and impossible standards. These so-called critics often don't want to help you improve. They just want to nitpick, pull you down, and scapegoat you in the way they can.
Yeah, and listen, it's very common. They tear you down to make themselves look good. That's basically what they're saying here.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Abusive narcissists and sociopaths employ a logical fallacy known as moving the goalposts in order to ensure that they have every reason to be perpetually dissatisfied with you. Do you have a successful career? The narcissist will then start to pick on you why you aren't a multimillionaire yet. Did you already fulfill their need and to be excessively catered to? Now it's time to prove that you can also remain independent. The goalposts will perpetually change and may not even be related to each other. They don't have any other points besides making you vie for the narcissist's approval and validation.
Yeah, and let me point that out on a subtle level too. Gentlemen, maybe some of you watching are in a relationship currently, or maybe in the past you've felt this, but let's say she has a list of requirements, but again, that's not being in your frame. That's a whole different topic though. But she has a list of requirements and you've met those requirements and everything's fine for a few weeks, few months. And then all of a sudden she's not happy and she needs you to add this and this and this. And if you don't perform at that, that's a big problem. So then of course you perform to those levels and a few months go by and then I need to add this to it and this to it. Here's the bottom line. When you even get that slight push of adding this, you say no. Bottom line, no. Otherwise, you're in for a world of hurt later.
So this is called prerequisite stacking. Is that I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? They're stacking prerequisites.
Yeah.
So just get in the door, you have 6 or 8 prerequisites these women have. And then once the oxytocin starts to go away, they start adding more shit, thinking that somehow you'll become more satisfying to them, which never happens.
Right. And it basically comes down to the I'm never happy thing, because they never are. They want more and more and more and more.
Well, I mean, they've gone beyond 4 or 5 dicks.
Yeah.
Right. And we know the more dicks they have, that's why of the dick stacking test, they aren't going to be able to pair bond with you correctly.
Nope.
All
right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense right there.
Yep.
Let's
see. We got changing the subject to evade accountability. This type of tactic is what I like to call the "what about me" syndrome. Wham.
Yep.
It is a literal digression from the actual topic that works to redirect attention to a different issue altogether. Narcissists don't want you to be the topic of holding them accountable for anything, so they will reroute discussions to benefit them.
Are we noticing here that this is all avoiding accountability?
Yep, that word right there.
Yep, absolutely. And what we'll add to that really quick is the classic scenario of this in a relationship setting is on January 6th of 2018, you said and did this to hurt my feelings, completely changing the subject altogether.
Yes. Yep. And I usually call those the only now or for now and only ifs. Because I can't tell how many times I'm talking to a significant other. They're like, oh, yeah, that's no problem. And then halfway through, it's like they pull back the permission just to be pissed when I get back.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know I told you to go hunting between, Thursday and Sunday, but, Saturday night, I really needed you here. So, like, get the fuck out of here. That's not how men operate.
Yep.
Like, literally, you're like, all right, men are like, all right, I'm going to be doing activity X between A and B time frame. That's it. So if you call me at time X, I'm going to be doing X stuff.
Basically, I just tell them, well, looks like you're canoeing on Shit Creek and you lost your paddle and you got a hole in the canoe. You better start swimming.
Yeah, you got to figure something out, bro.
Yep, can't be there to fix all the problems.
Right.
No.
Final one here. They say, don't be derailed. If someone pulls the old switcheroo on you, you can exercise what I like to call the broken record method and continue stating the facts without giving into their distractions. Good advice.
Oh, this really pisses them off.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It really pisses them off.
Redirect their redirection by saying, that's not what I'm talking about. Let's stay focused here on the real issue.
Again, you're not arguing with a logical human being.
No.
Good luck with that. I don't recommend that. I recommend walking away at that point.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people who pull this shit, they want you to be arguing emotions, and they bring it down to their level and defeat you with experience.
Yep.
Never debate or argue emotions. Literally, you can change somebody's emotions in a second or less. Period.
Yep. I basically said that, pretty much covered that one, Rhino. If they're not interested, disengage and spend your energy on something more constructive, like not having a debate with someone who has the mental age of a toddler.
I like that.
Now listen. Now we're at the end of this article here. What I have here on the board here is I have the deadly sins, gluttony, fornication, greed, despair, wrath, sloth, pride, and vanity, basically the same. And then I have basic male nature, which is protect and provide. If you go to the bear or the bottom of the barrel and you figure out exactly what these ladies are doing to you, is they're literally using the 7 deadly sins in your nature directly against you. I mean, we got blame and shame. That's pride. All right. So you got pride in here. All right. Then you got gaslight you. They basically rewrite history. They figure out somewhere in here and they attack it. Shut you down by over talking or humiliation. That one is very common for a lot of feminists to do. I've been in a couple debates with, feminist-minded individuals, and they literally do this one all the time. They talk over you thinking that somehow by them doing that, it nullifies, your position, your logic, reason, or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next is they play Clue or charades with you. Like, this isn't a fucking game. If there's a problem, just look me in the eye and tell me. And since I am a provider and protector, it goes to the top of that priority for me to fix it. That's what men do. Men are for the most part, men fix shit.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The problem, a lot of what they're saying in that article, I'm just going to tell you from experience, if you're dealing with a narcissist, another thing you got to be careful is leaving. I'm going to tell you that right now. Plan that out. And Pop's done a few episodes on that too.
Oh, yeah.
But the best thing you can do is not engage, because I'm telling you, no matter what you say or do, it's not going to end well.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.